Aquarius, thank you for joining me. My name is Gregory Scott and this is your astrology and tarot forecast for April 2015. Now, there's a few things happening for you in April that I just want to give you a rundown of. And this will kind of influence what you're working with and how the month is going to progress. Now, the first thing that you'll really feel is that Mars goes into Taurus on the 1st of April, and that happens in your 4th house. So I really feel that you're going to want to transform your family life in some way, and that you're going to want to make it better. So whether that's family members that have been estranged for a while, I really feel you're going to want to make amends and fix that. If you don't have your own children and that's always been a dream, I think you're going to revisit that and say, this is something that I really want, okay? And I've tried to put it away, but I want to have children. And you're really going to get clear on what it is you want your family to look like. That can often be very helpful, but it can also create a lot of conflict because, for instance, with the children example, if you're in a relationship and your husband or wife absolutely does not want children, and you get really clear on the fact that your life will include children, then there's going to be conflict and there will be fundamental differences between the two of you, okay? So just be aware that don't shy away from your feelings. It's a good thing that you're feeling these things and that you're really looking at practical ways of achieving those. And I would suggest that if you come up against the wall and you get majorly negative feedback from the other person, then what I would suggest is that that's not the right relationship for you. Because at the beginning of this month, you really get clear on what you want. And this is your truth. And you can't change that. Someone says, oh, well, should we wait? Then yes, but it's not going to change the fact that you want kids. On the 4th of April, there's a full moon happening in your 9th house. Oh, and this is in Libra, and this is a great time for you to go traveling. Yes. I think you will be able to improve relationships by either going to see people, by traveling to meet them, or by going on a holiday with someone, or by taking a road trip. But travel is a big element in terms of what you're trying to achieve. You can improve your personal relationships by changing the scenery a little bit. And I know, according to 12-step tradition, this is what's called a geographical, and it's not recommended because you can't change your life by changing the surroundings because you always take you with you, okay? But what I'm seeing here via the chart is that if you and another person meet up or you go somewhere together, the experience of that, the two selves that are on that trip and spending that time together, that will change your relationship. So it's not about escaping or changing the scenery to change yourself. It's about spending time with someone to alter and amend and possibly even fix that relationship. There's also a lunar eclipse happening on this day, which means that full moon will be blacked out by the shadow of the earth, and that acquires new energy, and that will be really helpful in transforming relationships. Okay, so what I'm seeing for you, Aquarius, is that even if you've not spoken to your father for 20 years, there's enough energy here this month to really, really alter those relationships and to have that strength that's required to make those shifts and to alter those relationships once and for all. Venus goes into your 5th house of romance in Gemini on the 12th, and that means that a romance could develop between you and another person around this time of the month. So if that's what you're looking for, and I get that it's with someone who's already in your life, someone who you know can transform into a romance. So watch out for that. You know, if you've got friends and one of your friends starts to develop feelings for you, then just treat that delicately because people's feelings are involved, especially around the 12th of the month. And I think it could be someone else, but it could also be you developing feelings for someone else. So just be sensitive to those kind of developments. On the 15th, Mercury goes into Taurus in your 4th house, and again the family theme is going to be a big theme here. And there's a lot of activity for you, Aquarius, this month in your 2nd house, in your 3rd house, and in your 4th house. And all of those houses have to do with the practical, real world, communication between you and other people, and particularly with other people who are close to you, so who have that kind of intimacy of family. So making practical inroads to fix that is really going to be the main theme. And not just the main theme that's floating around in the atmosphere, that's really what I think you're going to care about this month. So just be ready to feel that way. Okay, on the 18th is a new moon, and that happens in your third house of communication. So I think the work that you do at the beginning of the month will teach you certain things, and you'll want to communicate those, and you'll want to express yourself and to really move ahead. So I do see you resolving a lot of the issues that you've got, and I do see you wanting to pioneer, to move forward with people that you're close to, and I think that you will be successful in making amends or reparations or whatever it is you want to achieve. Now, the month ends really with a real focus again, new life in terms of your relationships. So I do see that you can bring someone back in who's been out of the fold for a long time. So that's very, very, very specific for you, Aquarius, and that's really what I get for you. So I'm going to draw a card here to give you the overall theme for the month, and I get the Three of Swords, which is interesting because that means that it's time to let go of the heartbreak and the loss and the pain, the emotional pain, and to draw a line under it and to have a fresh start, a new beginning. And that's what you're doing anyway. So not always easy doing the kind of work that you've set yourself for April, or that's kind of here via your chart, but it can be very rewarding, and it means that you have genuine friendships which have been through difficulties and which have survived, and which are then really meaningful. Because we can all have kind of fair weather friends, but when the chips are down, those often don't mean very much. And the kind of things you're looking at are genuine, meaningful relationships that, you know, are once in a lifetime. And they do have a place and they do have a purpose, so good luck with that. If you'd like any additional guidance on that, if you'd like a personal reading based on your specific chart, which is your date of birth and your time of birth, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. And remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Have a wonderful April, and I'll speak to you soon. I'm using the Radiant Rider Waite deck for this reading. Let's see what's coming up. Okay.